So I went to see Independence Day Resurgance, and I believe my brother was actually upset with me for sitting through that film because it was bad. It was bad, as in the writing was a little worse than the quality of a sci-fi original movie. It was a really dumb movie. It was a dumb movie in that, here it is, we've spent all this time preparing, and it makes basically no difference. Now, once you take that, I'm going to take the writing of this film, which I hated, and I'm going to just set this aside for a moment. The special effects in this movie were pretty solid. I didn't get to see enough of the aliens, but they were there. Now, obviously, as the title implies, this is the aliens from Independence Day showed up and tried to take over the world, have now shown up again with a bigger spaceship, and they're going to suck the molten core of the Earth out, because that's how they power their spaceships. Now, I'm not going to go into the science of how dumb that is, because there are plenty of dumb things in movies that we forgive. Star Wars, they blew up Alderaan. Do you have any idea how much power it would take to make a beam of any kind that would fight the gravity of an entire planet? I could see them blowing up the surface of the planet, but turning the planet into an asteroid field is absolutely ridiculous. No more ridiculous than a giant spaceship turning into, a giant spaceship that is a giant mosquito or leech that's going to land on Earth and suck the core out. It's ridiculous, but it's no more ridiculous. It's a stupid idea. But this was a fun movie to watch. If I had 3 beers in me, it would have been a great movie. It wasn't. And I'm not going to say that it needed Will Smith, because a lot of people have come out and said, well, it would have been better with Will Smith. No. I liked Will Smith in the original film. I don't feel this film needed a returning star at all. It needed better writing. Brent Spiner returns, who is best known for Lieutenant Data on Star Trek, and he plays a very convincing character in this film. I think his acting is actually excellent. I don't think he had a very good part to play. I never wanted to see that much of Mr. Spiner, by the way. There's a lot of him in this movie, but it's there. And then one of the characters is like an African warlord who is tagging along because we need an interesting character and we'd like to include African Americans, I guess. Which, I'm all for the inclusion of African Americans and other minorities in films. It's just, can we write them in properly? There was an Asian fighter pilot that she was done pretty well, although they didn't flesh out her character. They didn't do enough with her. She was kind of stuck in there so we could have an Asian. I don't like that. We can have plenty of characters that are in there for good reason. And by the way, this African warlord talked about growing up in a world where he had to be hunted by and went out hunting the aliens, which they didn't clearly name the aliens there, which I'm a little upset about. But his story would have been a better movie. I think we need more diversity in Hollywood to begin with. So this is what Hollywood should do. They should do a period piece about that one character growing up in a world where he was afraid of aliens and fighting off the aliens. It should be his life story, should be the next Independence Day film, because, let's face it, it was a much better movie than this would have been. I am not going to say I didn't enjoy Independence Day. It was a solid movie. It wasn't as good as the new Ghostbusters film. It wasn't as good as Terminator Genesis. Okay? That being said, I didn't want to get up and walk out of the theater. I was enjoying it for the time I was there, but I acknowledge that it's a dumb movie that's basically based around visuals. And look, this is a movie designed to show you fighter jets from Star Wars, even though they're spaceships, but they're fighter jets, and flying saucers from cheesy science fiction, a bunch of aliens with tentacles, and then a giant kaiju. Yeah, that's what it's designed to show you. Get that through your head. This movie is a vehicle for its visuals. It has beautiful visuals. It does that well. The writing is really shoddy to support those visuals, but the visuals, absolutely amazing. So, what is your favorite alien? Science fiction, what you think is real, movies, books, don't care. That's what I want to know. What is your favorite alien species in all the mythos and realities and all things in the world? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know. I'm Richard.